kind of doubt I fixed anything. But I guess we'll see. I don't know if it screws up again. Fuck, I don't know, man.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of two known remaining dwarven cities in the world.
I did what I could do. I don't know, it's been doing this.
Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called
I've got to assume it's just my
stretched thousands
just my
of
PC,
miles.
man. My PC is kind of giving out.
The city now stands alone.
They're gonna
cut
outdate
off from
shit
the rest of the dwarven
the best that they can to get you to buy more new shit.
Incursion.
That allows them to have more access to you and your stuff.
Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction,
is what it is.
Dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount.
The appearance of honor when nobody
has
any.
You are the second child of King Endrin of House Aidukan, the 9th Aidukan ruler,
if you're a dwarf with honor,
by the
you're
noble
the exception.
assembly.
You're the exception.
You
if you actually have
a world
some honor,
rife with political intrigue,
not the appearance
and
of honor.
Struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lady. You are dressed.
Make sure we're even streaming.
Excellent.
If it's not showing up on stream, then then I really actually am.
I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
We're at least streaming. Okay, we're streaming. Make sure it looks legit.
The board sounds new.
Looks all right. Says it's good. All right. Okay, well, I'll just roll with that until it says otherwise, and then I don't know, man. This is getting a little annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. But I mean, he flirts with you, so it like gives you a decision. You can either take it seriously. It's like, oh, I want to romance this dude, or you can be like, just shut up, dude.
Because
you're like best friends, right? You, my friend, are ridiculous.
One can't take all this marching about.
You can just tell him, stop being stupid.
Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances. The usual. This lord had my cousin killed, this lord seduced my wife, this lord did the exact thing I'd planned to do to him, but he did it first.
But he did it first!
They pose and bluster, and each pretends he is the honorable man in a den of thieves and assassins. Bah. The rest is worth seeing, though. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Rumor has it that Harrowmont hopes you'll be swept off your feet if a well-placed young nobleman wins the provings in your honor.
Let's go win the proving in my own honor.
Win the proving in your own honor? That would be most interesting. Shall we then?
Right?
With you as always, my lady. The day is ours until the feast.
Like you start in warrior shit, and it's like, dude, I'm not gonna wear this for even like 3 minutes. But you get to unlock all the stuff. Dude, starting here as a warrior is just so annoying. Because you can't have any of the stuff. Like all the stuff. Being able to pick all those locks, though, there's something satisfying about that. I can pick every lock in the game, and I'm alright with that. That works for me. Alright, let me remember. Let's see. Okay, that's okay, that's how you save. Got it. Well, I've even got this. Dude, I've even got that. That's crazy. See, I would never dump 38 strength into a rogue just to get a few armor points. Like that's like completely missing the entire point. Playing a rogue. And honestly, in my opinion, I think dumping everything into cunning, I think that's equally as annoyingly useless. Sorry, I mean for the most part. Not entirely, but for the most part. We'll hang on to that. Get rid of that. Nice. Just know we gotta sell everything that we can ASAP. Like, as soon as possible.
Good day, Lady Iduken.
I can't do that.
Yet.
My Lord Balin? Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Your Highness.
Doesn't this suck how people have to, like, grovel and shit?
Done.
See, this
Anything
is
else?
what I'm talking about. Being able to grab this shit. Okay, so the Dwarven Merchant spell allows you to get more money. You lose it. You get stripped of that. So in my opinion, seeing as it's worth, I don't know, a certain amount of silver, all you're picking up is copper. All it does is increases your money gain. Until you lose it. You're not getting that much money to warrant not selling it. So I take that. Just sell that right now. I can't use this. Everybody's already got it. It's literally no different. So you just sell it. I guess if you were playing Warrior, though, and you wanted to go sword and board for some reason, you could jack Gorim for a shield. Just switch it out, I think. Unless, I don't know, it might be specific to Gorim, though. That's possible. I'm not sure about that.
I am proud to serve the Congratulations on being named commander, my lady.
I can't do that.
I am at your service.
Nice. Yeah, sorry about the hiccup, man. I don't know. I'm trying to cure whatever disease my stream has of just getting
I can't
randomly
do that.
just shut down. It's really annoying.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
I'm sure we can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do.
I'm gonna go.
Please,
I'm
Master
gonna read
Bolton.
them.
My work is accredited by the Shaper.
What time is it?
These books
10
are
o'clock
lies
yet?
written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lady Iduken, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Iduken, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
going on? No, I think it's a combination of things. I've noticed, like, well, I can't say I've noticed. It's my speculative opinion that it's just a matter of outdated hardware and stuff. And, like, for example, like my PC, like Windows is making it like it's like some big deal that I'm still getting protection on my PC, protection that I now pay for. But on a PC that's so outdated, like I can't even put Windows 11 on it. And so when they update these things, like drivers and whatever, and they update apps and they update stuff to lean more towards, like, you know, modern hardware, modern cameras and stuff like that, you know, like just this is like one leaf on a twig on a branch on a much bigger tree, but someone like me is getting basically phased out, which is what they do to everybody, right? You're either relevant or you're not. If you're the 1%, then you're doing it. If you're the 99%, then you're getting shit on because shit rolls downhill. That's really what I believe it is. This was not even an issue. Now all of a sudden it's starting to be an issue again, right? Because the next wave of updates and things and drivers and stuff like that, you know, and if you become obsolete, then all that updated stuff doesn't affect you. And so you just get left on the side of the road type thing. So unless I come up with, you know, $2 or $3 grand to give to somebody, as long as I give it to whoever allows me to download Windows, so they can keep an eye on me and I spend some more money. And everybody just, like, fucking vultures, man. Like, literally vultures picking off a dead corpse. Like, if you're a rock that doesn't even bleed and they're still trying to squeeze blood out of a stone. Now, if I was making, you know, a couple grand a week or, you know, $1 million a month like some YouTuber, none of this, I wouldn't even give a shit about this. But the only way I could make that kind of money is to not talk about stuff like this either. Because as soon as you do, you go to the back shelf. And all of a sudden you lose your likes and your clicks and your views and your followers and your subs and your this and your that. And am I wrong? I mean, this is exactly how it works, right? So anyway, it's that. Just being able to stream it all, I think, is just like a legality that, well, they just can't completely shut me down entirely. But they've done it for days and even weeks at a time before, so what would be different now? Just expect the same thing, right? I don't know. Just saying.
The king, as well as several other lords, are quite fond of his work. He writes of the ancient paragons.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
But you're right. Could be YouTube as well. Although when it's fine, it's fine. It's fine 99% of the time. And then when it's not, it's not. But it's usually in the dead middle of a stream at prime time. Just for a little bit. Now, it might be something my computer's doing. So I just went in and tried to reschedule whatever my computer might be doing just to do it somewhere else. Or at some other time. So I know I was gone for about 30 minutes or so. That's what I was doing. I'm like, if you're doing something in the background, either leave my shit alone. I don't know. I mean, I'm Googling shit. Google AI is really, really helpful when it comes to shit like this. It's like, dude, it's just doing this, and why the fuck is it doing this? Well, if it's doing exactly this, this, or this, then this is what you can do. So that's pretty cool. Expanse Osiris Reborn. It reminds you of Mass Effect. Does it look like Mass Effect? Remember, Mass Effect was completely taken over by saboteurs and woke fucks that are destroying the world and destroying video games. So, I don't know. If you call evil evil these days, you're shitting on somebody's parade. So if your parade is all about evil, then, and I'm shitting on it, whatever. You know, it's at that point. You know, I'm not even trying to offend. Just telling the truth is apparently offensive, right? Oh, that didn't just start yesterday. That's been going on for a while, right? So saying that, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, and it's a really shallow, un-RPG action game wannabe, Lara Croft in space, open world, graphically enhanced piece of shit. That whatever. I mean, do you know anything about it, or it just reminds you of? So you're excited because you want a little Mass Effect. So if somebody gives you just a little hint of Mass Effect, you'll take it. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you the exact same mentality. If something is supernatural and does shit that you've never seen before and gives you a little bit of hint of Jesus, are you going to worship it? The entire world's going to. Why wouldn't you? That's the mentality that they've trained you with. Like, why would you even think about even investigating something unless you let all the woke motherfuckers go buy that shit first because they've got the money to do it because they're woke. Satan rewards his children, right? And then go see what it's actually about, and then you don't have to spend a fucking dime. And it's like, well, if I do that, I'll never get to play a video game. And you know what? Maybe that's okay. Because if there's no game worth playing, why the fuck play them? Right? I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. And it's like it was like announced, revealed, if you will, probably about over a year ago. And it was supposed to be some people from the BioWare team that went over there to do that, but they don't have any rights to any of the Mass Effect stuff. BioWare made sure of that. EA made sure of that. So it's like another studio that's gonna like infringe on as much stuff as they can, but they're half made up of the same people that destroyed Mass Effect in the first place. So where's that gonna go? I'm not being the naysayer. I'm just being real. So I think I know what you're talking about. Now, if that's not what I'm thinking of, then I take it all back, and I'm sorry. I was talking about something else, another Mass Effect knockoff. But that sounds really familiar, and I'm pretty sure that's it. It's a Mass Effect knockoff that has some people from the BioWare team, a couple people on the development team that, right, in the studio that are going to just make a Mass Effect knockoff, and we're going to get what? Sorry, man. I wouldn't trust that any farther than they're going to pay me to play it. They're not going to pay me to play it. As much as they pay me to play it, that's how much I'm going to trust it. Now, if it turns out to be amazing, okay, cool. Then maybe I'll find out later and I get it for like half price. And cool. And then, yeah, that's fine. But I'm not going to get excited for a video game ever. Like, ever again, ever. I wanted to be excited about Fable. Fable is the only one that I'm like, fuck, I may think about it, but I don't know, man. The salt and pepper woke fucking snow bunny bullshit just kind of feels like that's going to be the thing, and it's just going to be a huge open world game that's 80,000 times bigger than it should be, and making you do a bunch of 90% nonsensical bullshit, and then there's going to be about this much substance to it, and the RPG mechanics are going to be about the same as Call of Duty, Skyrim, or fucking Tomb Raider. That's what I believe it's going to be. I wish I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I would bet that I'm right. I would actually put money on me being right, but I wish I was wrong. Let's just put it that way.
It doesn't matter. It's all lies.
It's all lies because you say so. Okay, well then, since you can't answer a simple question, since you're obviously a woke fuck that's just like, ICE is bad because this child molester should have rights too, then I'm not going to listen to you anymore. How about you?
My work tells the stories of all those raised to paragons in the last 500 years. When the Assembly names a paragon,
Oh, you're
That man or
educated
woman
and
is
you have
then,
common
by
sense.
definition,
Well, maybe I'll listen to
everything
your
one
opinion
can aspire
instead.
to be in the world.
See what I'm
They
saying?
form
Like,
their own
that
noble
is
houses
exactly what I'm
and are
talking
revered
about.
as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
If I remember my lessons, Volney was a controversial choice as Paragon.
It's so good to see some reverence for history among the young generation. Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote.
One
A
vote.
vote mired in rumors of intimidation,
And that
intrigue,
vote was,
and
the
outright
intimidation
bribery.
was, I've
The
already
records
killed
of
your
that vote
family,
are kept in the
then I'm going to
shade
kill you
and are
next.
a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
Wow, I love that quote. Not liking the truth doesn't make it less true. Not liking history doesn't make it less true. We just don't have any history anymore. That's on purpose, by the way. You don't erase all history so that you can create a perverted future by accident. You know how many people have to orchestrate to make that happen? Kind of crazy. All your video games go a certain way. All your politics go the exact same way. All your education, your children, even your own education, goes the same way. All your medicine and your economy, your banking, your prices go the same way. All your churches go the same way. They're all flying fucking rainbow flags now. Sodom and Gomorrah in Christian churches. Okay, that's like... if I have to tell you what that's like, then, well, you probably won't hear me anyway. Anyway, everything's going the exact same way. Like, this is a one-way street. Literally. And everything's going down that street globally. How do you get billions of people to all do the same thing at the same time? And it's all evil and it's all wrong. And none of it makes any sense. And the dialogue, the conversation is that this is the only sense there is to be had. And you're not allowed any other sense. And if you do, then you're going to be victimized. That's where we're at. I guess you would call that a, what? Pandemic? I guess you would. Spiritual pandemic. Because it's not even about politics anymore. This is spiritual. This is what you would call religion. When you cross religion and politics, wasn't their entire preaching all about separating church from state? No, separating Christianity from the world is all that was ever about. That's all communism is about. That's all modern politics are about. That's all the demon craps, not the Democrats, but demon craps. If Satan took a shit and it looked like a human being, that would be a Democrat. Period. No human being thinks like that. You're literally possessed if you think like that. That's it. That's all. It's just that simple. I agree with some woke politics. Okay, well, then you need to get rid of your demon. And unless you're a Christian, you're not going to be able to do that. So, have a nice trip. True story.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your Paragon Iduken?
Well, my Paragon was gangster as fuck. Your Paragon was a bitch. I think that's the point here. My Paragon is awesome. Your Paragon sucks. Iduken was a great man.
And Volney was not? Must you disparage a Paragon? You've made a huge mistake.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or
All right.
how low
Well,
he sits in
I'm-
it. Shall I have him killed, my lady?
Yeah, make sure everybody knows why.
Understood.
Fucking with me. You're fucking with me. Yeah, that doesn't
Shown
end
yourself
well.
more daring and aggressive today than most believed of you.
Have a nice trip into the lava.
The great exploits
There's a lot of
you are
lava
sure
around
to
here.
perform.
Word has been sent. He won't live.
I don't know
past
how
the
many
hour.
dwarfs have disappeared in the
You've shown
lava,
Iduken, a friend
but
to
we
research,
just had another one.
history, and the glory of our people.
Knight, I'm going to ask you something. Like, I mean, you're here, and, I mean, this is how we talk, right? So just being real. And this isn't an accusation, but it's like, if you haven't thought of this, maybe it's something to think about. Nobody's smarter or stupider or better or worse or any of that, but just going to give you a question, and it's something to think about. I think maybe it like this type of thinking, constructive thinking, like triggers your brain into like doing something for itself instead of just being brainwashed by everything these days. I mean, the smoke is thick. The smoke is so thick that you can't even see the truth through it, which is exactly the way it's supposed to be. It's how the Bible said it would be, just as in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, the days of Lot, Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. Where do you think the oceans came from? Pretty sure all the water was fresh initially. It's a lot of salt in the water. Where do you think the salt came from? A lot of people got turned into salt back in the time of the dinosaurs. Just something to think about. But seriously, something to think about is, if you're open to thoughts, cool. You're hoping that in either of those two games are good. What besides just hoping against hope? In other words, wishing against common sense? What leads you to even think that either of those games might be worth one single fuck? If you had one fuck to give, and you just had to give it for something, what makes you think? What leads you to believe? What historical evidence? What pattern of anything leads you to believe that either of those games is going to be worth one single fuck? Even if you had 100 fucks to give, would you give one single fuck about one of those games? And if you did, would it be a wise decision based on the track record and the history and the obvious, exponentially advertised character of the people making these games and the games that they actually produce these days? Is there a single hint of evidence that would lead you to hope that they might do one good thing? Even one decent good thing in any of these games? Give me an example of anything that they have done that's worth a single fuck, since they weren't allowed to do anything that's worth a fuck at all. Ever. Why would you think that? Why would you think they might do at least something so-so that's worth even $1 of the fucking 60, 70, 80 bucks, whatever, and with inflation, you call it 120 bucks that you're going to fucking spend on that game? Any inclination to lead you to believe that they might give you anything worth any part of your money? Name something they've done lately. Something to think about. Well, fuck, I have no reason to believe that they might do even one good thing. They could do a lot of really good, really bad things, that if they dress it up with one good thing, the other 99 bad things they do make that one good thing even fucking perverted in and of itself. Now, that's what they've told you. That's what they've done. That's what they sold you. That's what they forced down your throat. That's what they tried to deceive you with. That's what they tried to fuck you over with. And they showed you any good thing that they could do. They will not ever do that because they're not allowed to. So why would you think they would do any good thing? For your money or for your time or for your even your just consideration. You hope it's good. Why would you hope that? Why would you, like, what leads you to hope that they would do one good thing? Well, if I keep hoping that they'll do the right things someday, then eventually they will. That's the definition of insanity. That is literally the definition of insanity. Hoping, doing the same thing over and over again, hoping it'll change eventually. You see the direction it's going. They're going down that path on purpose, and they're trying to drag you with it. And you're saying, well, maybe this path going straight to hell will eventually divert off to heaven. No, that highway is one way. It's not even a two-way street. It's a one-way street. You give, they take, and they fucking take you with it. And if you're destroyed, they're glad because that's all they live for. In everything they say, think, and do. Period. So, I don't know, man. But hoping against hope, which means wishing, which wishes, if I had a wish in one hand and a pound of shit in the other, I'd at least have a pound of shit. That's easy to come by. Yeah, none of those wishes come true. But wishing against logic, common sense, and history and fact, yeah, it doesn't seem to get anywhere. Demon craps seem to think so. Yeah, don't think like them. Okay, their name is Dick. Don't be a dick. There you go. So, something to think about, man. Just a thought. And it really is actually that serious. Oh, it's just a video game. No, it's really actually not. No, it's a principle. And it governs every single area of your life. Your banking, your education, your church, your government, your society. Yeah, it really actually does. And it's all going down the exact same way. It's all got the same spirit behind it. That's always four spirits, but they all do the same thing. Just in different guises. Anyway. Let me get some money off this dude.
Of course. A copy
Meanwhile,
of the
I'm going to
history
do
of
the wrong
Iduken,
thing, and I'm
Paragon
going
King
to...
and Peacemaker, perhaps?
I saved this dude's life. No, I was thinking of your gold, yeah. How many sovereigns you got?
Of course. Here you go. I'll just be about my work then.
All right, me too. I'm going to go save the world with your 3 sovereigns, and you're just going to be allowed to live for your 3 sovereigns. There you go. That works for me. 100% cool with that.
The finest in home decorations.
But my lord, these are surfaces. Dyed with the finest stuff on an Indian.
Good day, Lady Iduken.
Balin Iduken himself wearing a robe made of something quite similar.
So I pay your exorbitant price, only to end up
Nothing
looking
beats
like
a
a
good
poor
set of steel
imitation
cutlery.
of Prince Balin. You'll get no coin from me.
But that's not what I meant, my lord. My lord! My Lady Iduken, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Sure. And if it seemed excessive, or it seemed exuberant, or it seemed this or that, that's fine. That's fine. It's not me who said it. It's your brain that gets to think about something. So think about that for yourself. And then when you come up with an answer, thank God for that. One way or the other. And that's how that's supposed to go. Because you're still allowed to think for yourself. And not be led like you have a freaking fishing hook in your nose down the path to slaughter. Spiritual, economic, moral, ethically, otherwise. Yeah. Just don't go there. Just don't. I don't know. I mean, if there's a game that's actually worth at least a half of a shit, maybe somewhere or whatever, you'll hear about it. You don't need it on release. Like me, about the only thing that I would personally look forward to is the Fallout 3 remaster. And just hope that it hasn't been corrupted by the work they did with the Oblivion remaster, which I thought was a work of art. I just know that the base game engine there is so corrupt and full of holes that it's almost impossible to fix it. True story. But it was still amazing for what it is. So if I get the same attention to detail and attention to what actually makes a good game in a Fallout 3 remaster, cool. Crazy thing is, that's a remaster of a game that's, what is it, 17 years old now? And it's better than anything that's come out in the last 15 years? That tells you something. But any new thing that comes out, it's all literally, it's kind of like, you ever seen a siphon? How do you filter all these gamers and get them to accept this Satan's dick hole or Satan's asshole, and they just shit you out as long as they get all your money, right? How do you siphon everybody to just accept this? No matter what genre of gaming you're playing now, it's all got the same spirit behind it. Have you noticed that? RPGs aren't RPGs. Action games, pretty much everything's an action game. Whether it's sports, RPG, action adventure, kids games. Yeah, even the sports games have like directives. Like it's not just playing on a field with a soccer ball or a football or a baseball or whatever, basketball. It's got like a directive, and you're supposed to be siphoned down this particular way of thinking. And so here you have the entire gaming community, and no matter what genre you play now, you're all just playing this. Kind of looks like Satan's colon and asshole, doesn't it? Because that's exactly what it is. And you're just being shit out. You're being shitted on and shitted out and treated like shit. So, prove me wrong. Say that's not how it is. Even your fucking Call of Duty games. Siphoned. The pool of gamers used to be this because we had different interests and we were allowed to be ourselves. Now, if you want to play a game, it's this. No matter what genre it is, it's all going to have the same MO. It's all going to have the same pathway of how you're supposed to think and play and approach the game and receive the game, what you're allowed to think for yourself and what you're not allowed to think for yourself. What you're allowed to think for yourself is what they tell you. What you're not allowed to think for yourself is anything else. True story? It's not by accident. Anyway.
Please, look as you will.
It's what it is. And you're being treated like shit. If you're not getting shitted on, you are the shit. All right? If you're paying for the service, then you're the shit. If you're not paying for the service, you're getting shitted on. Either way, you're Satan's diarrhea. That's all you are to these people. I mean, remember, your leaders are satanic, cannibal pedophiles. The leaders of all the services that you use, like Amazon and Google and this and that and Facebook and whatever the fuck else, right? And your political leaders and most of your pastors. We won't even talk about a particular church in Rome. We won't even talk about that. I think they were the first to be exposed, but yeah, they're pretty much at the bottom of that mountain. Think about it. And these are the people dictating the way you think. But that's not God's spirit leading these people, guiding these people, making these people make you what they want you to be. No, that's not God's spirit doing that. That's where we're at. And if you don't see it, then I guess you're part of it, because it's not that hard to see. I mean, it's obvious if you just look. Unless you've got the spirit of stupor, unless you're just stupid. And that maybe that's not your fault. And that's possible. It's not your fault. That's what the millennium is for. Maybe you'll get it right then. Which is sad because anyway. Sorry, that's just sad. What, 350 sovereigns? Nice. Dude, I wish you had some more health potions. Like, I wish... Yeah, somebody here. Let's see.
My lady has returned. Is there something here that interests you? Please, look as you will.
I remember how the... it's just like that. All right, cool. Nice.
Our trust follow, big sister. How surprising to
you're
run
our
into
friend.
you out among the common
He's our
folk.
buddy. This guy is our buddy. He says so.
You attend our king father at the feast.
He's an elected official.
So little respect.
He's one of the king's sons. Joe Biden is a good guy.
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours.
He says so.
Silence.
Remember,
I want the opinion of my siblings.
Everything on Joe Biden's laptop, he got away with. But if you read Joe Biden's laptop without permission, you go to jail. Let's just stop and think about that for a second. The motherfucker that's the point of that shit, we don't even talk about the Wiener laptop, which made seasoned officials in probably every branch of government throw up on their own shoes, seeing what these people that they won't name, because they're the ones making your laws and telling you what to do, what they did to children and each other and etc. They made them throw up on their own shoes. That happened. That's Wiener's laptop. Hunter Biden's laptop has nothing to do with that. But if you read Hunter Biden's laptop, you can go to jail. But the dude who's responsible for the laptop, which is Hunter Biden, never went to jail. Because, well, the elites just have a protection that just means that they can do what the fuck they want to you. And if you have anything to say about it, you either, well, you just get removed. And if you need to be unalived, like the Clintons do to people, not just the Clintons are just a perfect example of that. Well, then that's just the way it is. And that's the world you're living in right now. Don't like it? Doesn't make it less true. Don't speak to Bro Rim like that.
I speak to lower houses and castes.
You can't speak to Bro Rim like that.
Now do as I say.
You know what? Yeah, keep on.
Your lack of a sense of duty to your house is obvious. I can't imagine why you're receiving a commission.
Because my character, who is a girl, and there's a difference between girls and boys. But my character's ovaries are bigger than your testicles. That's why we're doing what we're doing here.
Harsh, isn't it, Trian?
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you get to the feast.
How do you impart something you don't have? You don't have any balls, you don't have any wisdom, and you have no judgment. True story. How about go fuck yourself?
I'd advise you to watch that tongue, dear sibling. Father will not live forever. Come, Balin.
Hey, that's what you're scared of because...
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
He's got to be alive to be king.
Perhaps this isn't the best place for that sort of talk, shall we?
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe I'll just say what the fuck I want, when I want, where I want. If anybody has a problem with it, they die. That sounds fair to me. That works. I love the lava at the bottom of the Deep Roads, man.
Look at this piece, darling. It rivals even the work of the Paragon Smith herself.
Nonsense. What about that one?
I doubt he's up to the task.
I'm not going down that road again.
Oh, I would love to end up with a redhead.
Would that Sir Blackstone were a noble,
Stand up straight. They're coming.
Greetings, my lady. May I say you look striking today. Is this your paramour? He wears both his vambraces, unmarried and eligible.
I'm flattered, lady.
Okay.
But I'm not a noble.
Okay.
I'm a knight
Let's
of the
let's just go ahead and put this in modern
Telly, we didn't pay gold for this
modern terms, like where we're actually living today.
I guess you're right.
All this right here, they've spent their parents' entire inheritance on Botox and plastic surgery to try to whore themselves out to rich people who think that Botox and plastic surgery is what they need to have a trophy wife or wives or girlfriends, plural, or mistresses. Botox and plastic surgery, which makes you look like, damn, what's a good example? Man, what was that dude? He had the different colored eyes. And the Botox lips and all that shit, and the makeup and all that stuff, and just sang a bunch of wannabe satanic Nine Inch Nails style bullshit. Marilyn Manson? Have you ever looked at... I wish I could show it to you. An actual comparison of what Madonna, after its surgery, looked like immediately after its surgery, and what Marilyn Manson looked like. They're almost identical. Who the fuck wants that? Unless you're already so far gone here that you just gotta, I guess, be a celebrity or something. You gotta be that satanic, I guess, where everything that comes out of your mouth is evil, and you want somebody like that around you that's just plastic surgery and Botox. I wouldn't fuck something like that. In fact, if something came near enough to me, I would be like, okay, get the fuck away from me. I don't care if you claim to be male or female. I'm going to defend myself. Get the fuck away from me. I play video games where I killed things, bosses that look like you. Get the fuck away from me. So these poor girls are stuck in that mentality. Well, if we just whore ourselves out enough and pay enough, then we can whore ourselves out to somebody rich that can elevate our status, so we can just be plastic and shallow and not even human beings anymore. Just be a zombie fuck doll, I guess. Plastic, Botox, zombie fuck doll that all of a sudden has status like a Kardashian. What is that worth? Like, what are you at that point? Nobody I want to know. Oh, what's going on here?
They're noble hunters, my lady.
Yeah.
Because a man takes his cast.
And these
from
poor
his
girls,
father,
man,
they hope to bear
they're
a noble
victims.
lord's
They're
son.
victims in this.
If a noble hunter succeeds, she is raised up to join the house as a concubine to care for her son. It brings new swords to a house, so many nobles look favorably on such women.
Well, we could use more Aducan swords.
Then perhaps you'd tell your brother
You
to
can never
come
have
say
enough
hello?
swords.
Telly,
Or
mind
bombs.
your manners.
Or warthogs, or marines, or seals, or, you know, you can never have enough of those.
My lady is kind and generous beyond her duty.
I mean, Balin's all about this type of shit anyway, so I guess there you go.
Invest in the next great trade expedition.
Greetings, my lady. I do.
Hold back a second. Go
I
refill.
am so honored to have you visit
Nice
my
talking like
booth.
this.
I have a
Nice.
proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now.
Gorham, stop threatening to kill everybody. I love that shit. Love that shit. Go. Try to be more friendly. You don't have to threaten to kill everybody whom I talk to them. And Gorham's like, you're lucky she talked to you. So you're gonna die because you heard it. It's like, bro, just chill. You know what? Nah, man, if he's got your back like that, yeah.
Very well then, speak.
Yes.
If Gorham allows you to speak, you can speak.
What I mean
if Gorham
to say
doesn't allow you
is-
to speak, you're about to die like right now. Right? It's all right, just...
Sorry. So nervous. I had a dagger.
If Gorham
made for
allows you to
as
speak,
a gift for
you
your
might
first
speak.
Command.
Gorham is
Sent a messenger
probably...
to deliver the dagger to you.
What?
Prince Trian had him thrown out.
Dragon Age
I don't know
Origins
what
Chuck
offense it
Norris,
was,
maybe?
But I had him beaten severely.
Chill, let me see it.
Here it is,
Oh,
Your
okay.
Highness.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
Nice.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the lady's first command and hope that someday, when she rules, she will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
Fuck Trian. fuck what Trian thinks.
Thank you. You bring uncountable honor to me.
What he means is that you'll bring uncountable gold to him if you wear that
Uncountable
piece in
gold.
public.
I love that. Uncountable gold. So much gold that it's uncountable. That's awesome.
Oh, Lady Iduken, here, in my booth. I am so...
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days. Is it hard to be the king's child, never able to just blend in?
Yeah, sometimes.
It's the price of power, I suppose. Shall we move along?
Yeah, I guess. Not really sure what to say to that. I could theoretically save that. You know, fuck that. I'm selling everything. I'm literally selling everything.
My lady.
My Lady Iduken, nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me. You honor me, Your Highness.
This dude needs to have, like, some health poultices, man. Like, seriously, he really actually does. That is such bullshit. You were so nerfed.
My lady, are you heading to the proving arena?
As a noble, you're literally nerfed. Badly.
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded. I did mention the merchants that won permits to show their goods in the Diamond Quarter. There were only so many permits auctioned off, and quite a few were turned away. Your father fears you will be harassed on the way to the proving.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
Will we be leaving then?
I love that. Go Rim. Tell him. He's not worthy to be spoken to. Who the fuck acts like that? Trump doesn't act like that. Trump will go fucking serve a burger at McDonald's just to get the experience. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, let's just go. Just,
we are at your command.
Whatever, bro. You got your job. Cool, man. If the wind is blowing and you're saluting me and your hat flies off, I'm gonna go pick that shit up and put it right back on your head and salute you back and probably give you a medal. Just because. Just because. That's probably what's gonna happen with that. True story. So I have enough attack to actually hit something.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
No, I came to fucking kick all their asses.
Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
Then honor her by doing as she says.
That's when you look over to your homie. It's like, homie, give him the news. I just need a good workout before tomorrow's battle. I gotta do something. I'm bored. I would say this, but there's one warrior here who's a traitor. So...
Of course.
Yeah.
It is well within your rights.
Traitors don't deserve anything but death.
Men and women of Orzammar, we have a late entry to these provings. Held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Iduken.
BMO?
I give you the Lady Iduken herself!
Yeah!
Are you ready for your first match?
Sure.
Then let us begin! This is a glory proving. Fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar.
This is your education, child. Learn as you bleed. Learn as you bleed. Damn.
Lady Iduken will fight Alair Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
I'll honor you upside the head, bitch.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Something is coming. Now's better than later. I'll get on it. You're hopeless! Got it. You're gonna regret this!
The winner is Lady Iduken. That was quite a fight. Alair Bimo is no slouch with that hammer. Are you ready for your next opponent?
No, it's not BMO. Who is it that betrayed? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're gonna find out.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving. Fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar. For the honor of House Iduken. Lady Iduken will fight Adal Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
You are my inspiration, Your Highness, and to all of us who follow your example and live by the sword.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
All right, all right. Let's see what you're made of. Got it. Now's better than later. It's a match where no one's getting out alive. On your guard, Rich. Get off my back.
The winner is Lady Iduken.
like to, it's my first save. I'd really like to replay that one. Yeah, I don't think that I should have had to use the health potion. Like, I really should not have had to use one.
That was a crowd pleaser. I can't remember the last time we had 2 female warriors of such skill. Sir Blackstone is your next opponent. Are you ready to face him? Then let us begin. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lady Iduken will fight Sir Blackstone,
everybody set against you.
Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child. Try to learn.
Try to learn as you bleed. I'll make you eat those words, motherfucker.
First warrior to fall is
Try to learn as you bleed.
Fight.
Damn. That's, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty gangster, man.
Get on.
Now's better than later. Breaking a sweat already? Ha! Got it. Watch in horror as I rip you apart! Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Greetings.
The winner is Lady Iduken.
Nice.
Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Iduken. Franlin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many
Emo,
victories
it's Ivo.
today.
This is the
Are you ready
motherfucker.
to face him, or will you rest first? Of course. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. It is down to just 2 warriors, with backbones of stone and wills of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lady Iduken will fight Franlin Ivo, second son of Lord
Yeah, this
Ivo.
fucking traitor.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
Fuck you, traitor. Shut up and fight, bitch.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion.
Piece of shit.
Fight!
Die! I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic. Now's better than later. Yeah! Breaking a sweat already? Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? On your guard, wretch!
No quarter!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Excellent! Now's better than later.
Taste steel!
The winner is Lady Iduken.
Honestly, I thought I was going to have to use another heal.
Congratulations. Franlin Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen.
As fierce a traitor.
You've vanquished every warrior of
fierce a
note in
typical
today's proving.
Fucking
The ceremonial helm
Democrat
commissioned
dwarf.
by your father for today's winner is yours.
Of course it's mine, bitch.
As you say.
As I say. You got a fucking problem with that?
Much glory was brought to your house.
Man, shut the fuck up. As you say. And so
My lady? Your wish is our command.
Right? Seriously. Yeah, the helm is yours. What? Is this ceremony? No, man. Yeah. No, it was mine before I even started this shit. Sell this shit too. Nice.
My lady, you honor me, Your Highness.
Dude, seriously? Wow. Alright, so the best thing that can happen here is we actually get some, whatchamacallit, some health poultices. Minor, major, I really don't give a shit. Just any health poultices at all over here on this side.
I can't do that.
This is where you get that credit shit, though. It's worth about 25 sovereigns. A little less, a little more, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. But you just gotta talk to this guy.
The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
Right. So I'm gonna go do this shit real quick. You need health poultices here. You really, really do.
Finished. Now what do you want?
And you only get this... Fucking iron daggers. Yeah, you only get this if you're playing a rogue. That's the thing.
That about wraps it up.
Short bow.
It is done.
Short bow. It's worth some coppers or some stupid shit.
Done now. Are you happy?
Deep mushroom. Couldn't even get a elf root, right? Seriously. Couldn't even get an elf root. Oh shit. That sucks. That would have been a chance to get something actually worth having.
Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lady. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
It looks as if the heads of House Bimo and Mino are keeping your father busy, which leaves you plenty of time for
so it's House Ivo. Everybody House Ivo needs to die.
Cast, Sir Gorham. I've always said so. If I had a daughter, I'd give her to you and make you the noble you deserve to be.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Honor me, my lord.
Oh, a bunch of political fucking posturing. This is why we can't pass the Save Act. Because of all this bullshit right here. He's mocking you, Goran.
What? I would never do such a thing. I see. Very well, then. Good day.
You did. We're leaving.
You've returned. Might you have time to talk now? First, let me congratulate you on your commission. 2 of King Endrin's children now commissioned war leaders. It does great honor to your house.
Man, shut the fuck up. You didn't stop me to explain this.
No, I surely did not. Let us just pretend we spent another 10 minutes
politics.
Good things on
let's
each other's
just
houses.
pretend that we
Yes.
governed
There
by
is
saying a
vote
bunch of shit
coming
that doesn't
before the
mean
Assembly
anything.
next week.
And passing a
And
bunch
the
of laws
word
that
from
don't
you
mean
could
anything,
go
and
a
the laws
long
that
way
actually
towards
mean
helping our
something,
cause.
we buy each other off and don't ever pass any of those. That's exactly what the... Do y'all get it? Please tell me you all see this. This is exactly how it works. It's going to be a bribe or blackmail.
Well, you do cut to the point, don't you? You'll be quite a shock if you ever join the Assembly.
If you ever join the Congress or the House of Representatives.
I have no desire to obligate
If you ever
or
try to
force your hand.
tell the truth
I
ever
suppose a
in
mutually
government,
beneficial arrangement.
you'd be a
The
shock.
vote concerns the
And that's
status
supposed to
of
be
the
okay.
so-called
That's supposed to
surface
be normal.
caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause. I keep my ears to the stone, my lady. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little
So
forewarning
he already
to help your
knows that
forearming,
Balin's
if you know
going
what I
to
mean.
assassinate you.
Saving for a run for the Assembly? Never mind. If hard currency is what you wish, hard currency is what you will have. How does 100 sovereigns sound?
He's working on credit. He can't actually give you 100 sovereigns. He's got a letter of credit. He'll sell that letter off to somebody else and let them deal with it. That's what I say.
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
And then you've got this cunt over here who wants to disrespect the shit out of you, Lady Helmi, and this is the mother of the fucking cunt that you fought in the Proving, who wanted to fucking play politics with you. And her mother's a fucking politician. Go figure. If you want to know what you're marrying, look at her mother. If that's offensive, I don't care. It's the truth. If you want to know what you're marrying, look at her mother. Now, if her mother's not around and she's just okay, I'm not seriously not offending anybody that way. But if you ever meet your beloved's parents and you look at mom and mom's cool as fuck, if you hate your mother-in-law, your wife is going to become your mother-in-law. Some way, shape, or form. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
How dare you speak to me that way?
Show you are to be respected, and I will no longer speak to you
I'm not a fucking
as
politician,
child.
cunt.
Lord Dace
You
is
can't
playing
use
false.
that political
Go ahead,
speak
be
on
his
me.
puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
I don't give a fuck about your major houses. Get away from me, bitch.
Idiot child. Don't say you weren't warned.
Go fuck yourself with a cactus, cunt. Oh, and by the way, before or after, die in a fire, too. Bitch. The fuck is all that?
Greetings, my lady Idukan.
We get at least
It
we
is
get
an
to
honor to
we
meet
get to
you
talk
at
to
last.
Duncan for a minute. Duncan's pretty cool.
I have had the opportunity to recently meet with your father. He speaks highly of you. He says you may be the quickest fighter in all of House Idukan.
No, no. Yeah, okay. My character is a girl. She's the only man in the house. Your father's a bitch. Your brothers are even more bitch than your fucking father. Now, yeah.
Yes, he mentioned your humble nature as well.
No, true story.
We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world. You know of our dedication to destroying the Darkspawn, our frontline presence during a blight. What else would you know? Over the centuries, many dwarves have made names for themselves in our order. These days, however, there are fewer dwarves, and thus even fewer dwarven Grey Wardens. A pity, since dwarven warriors have the most experience fighting Darkspawn.
The dwarf that came up with the whole Berserker tree, didn't he wind up being a Grey Warden? Am I wrong on that? I'm probably just making that up. I don't... Yeah, I'm not sure.
Being a Grey Warden means abandoning all ties to your old life. It means dedicating yourself to destroying the Darkspawn. Truly. Then I will speak to your father after tomorrow's battle. I have my doubts he will relent, but there is always hope. Until then, good luck to you. Show the Darkspawn what your people are made of.
Damn.
My king, please reconsider. The trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharok will respect the rule
That's
of
not real.
Orzammar, or they will
Your
rot
entire
and die
government
alone,
is based
surrounded by
on
enemies.
monetary
Yes, my
gains.
king.
People
But
are murdered, executed, and assassinated,
Spare us further wrangling.
kidnapped, extorted,
Vala,
and
my sweet
fucking discredited,
I'll find
and
you
murdered
your grandmother's
every
armor.
single day
I hear you were
for
declared champion of
monetary
the proving.
gains. And you say there's
I
more to
suppose you
life
were
than
never one
monetary
to sit
gains.
by when
This
something
dude is
exciting was going on.
your fucking
Are you
father is a
ready to be
politician,
presented to the heads
and
of
if your
the
father
noble
died,
houses?
the world would be a better place. As a dwarf, like that's it. That's all. There's more to life than monetary gains. Not to a dwarf. You fucking hypocrite. You fucking piece of shit. That was the platform upon which you got elected. Some virtue signaling, saying there's more to life than this, and nobody, including yourself, cares about anything but that. Virtue signaling. That's some woke ass shit. This motherfucker right here, if it died, the world would be 10,000% better. But if Balin comes in, it would be 1 billion times worse. So there you go. I guess you're just gonna pick the lesser evil, I guess, right?
These rituals have their place. It behooves
Rituals.
you to get to know the nobles.
Political.
And let them know you.
Political.
Lords,
ceremony.
ladies.
Everybody pontificating.
Grant me a moment of your time.
And going
We are
to the
here
front
today
seat
so
in
I
a
may
church
present to you
to
my second
bemoan
eldest child,
the death of somebody
blessed
who
by
they
the stone,
fucking
and
murdered
born of the blood that ran in the veins of the paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander?
Seriously. Like
Who
that's
seeks to
literally
know
exactly
the
what that
prospect
is.
better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called service caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
know what's crazy? It's impossible. Hey, what's up, Noah? Hey, man. What's going on, man? It's impossible to not see like they have a really well orchestrated world here with like lots of different peoples, cultures, right? Politics and religions and like all this other stuff, right? It's impossible not to see where they got this shit from and not take it into like a present common perspective, like right now, and say, man, there's some parallels here. There's some like serious parallels here. And these people could not know what that was unless they were biblical scholars. They could not know what they were actually presenting. They could only represent it from a particular point of view, and you can see where it's evil and you can see where it's not. Right? Like that's an RPG. That's a pretty well developed game world. And Dragon Age 2 has it. Yeah, they got away from that shit in Inquisition because they tried to fucking hide their own asshole taking a shit on the world, on the universe, but whatever. But the entire time they were claiming peace on the universe while everybody should be vegan and get an electric vehicle. And by the way, a battery for an electric vehicle does more damage to the planet than 20,000 fucking years. One battery for an electric vehicle does more damage to the planet than 20,000 years of what China's doing, and they don't give a shit about your fucking woke-ass, green, global warming fucking scam, satanic fucking bullshit. They don't give a shit about that. They created the global warming scam. China created that. Yeah. And by the way, between China and India, they pollute the atmosphere more than 100 trillion cars a day per hour. Yeah, so let's just put it that way. Oh, by the way, they want to charge you for cows farting. Yeah, that's why you can't buy a steak for under like $736,000 now. Because they want to charge you for cows farting. You can't make this shit up, except they made it up, and that's what you're being governed by. That's a true story. Go look it up. I'm not making any of that shit up.
Thank you, my lady. I am satisfied.
And if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines,
authentic heroes,
but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Warden,
and oil and herbs,
to strike
and
far into the deep road.
All the stuff.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw,
what do you call the
it
rafts
is only
they put,
because they are
heroes
massive
in?
on the surface. This could mean
You
a
might
blight,
call them gyros
and
or
my men and I will
gyros,
discover
but
the truth.
they're heroes. But
We are honored to
that's
have
how it's
you with
pronounced,
us, my friend.
right?
Now,
or is it gyros?
Feast, drink, and celebrate.
Maybe it is gyros.
For the morning brings battle. As for you,
in
my
English
new
we call it
commander,
heroes.
Find your brother Trian and send him to me.
But,
he may be watching the provings or getting some rest in his rooms. Don't question everything. Just go for the ancestors' sake.
All right, just be political and just be politically correct. And wow, your dad is such a fucking bitch piece of shit. Seriously, a bitch piece of shit. True story.
That was well spoken.
Hero King. Fucking. So I guess gyro is how they, but it's hero, right? Actually, it's Heros. Right? You don't actually pronounce the hard G in Greek, right? I don't think you do.
Blunt as ever, hmm?
Yeah,
Very
blunt
well,
as
then.
ever, bitch.
Here is a note of credit for the 100 sovereigns.
A note of credit.
The Chamberlain
He
at
won't
my
give you
estate
100
will pay
sovereigns.
you after the
He
battle
doesn't have
tomorrow.
100 sovereigns.
Now I must be off to prepare for tomorrow. Do excuse me.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. And just make sure that Balin kills us tomorrow so that you can save your money, I guess. That's exactly what that is, by the way. All right, anyway. Hoagies, yeah, that's what we call it, hoagies. And then it just kind of gets kind of intermingled and confused with subs, right? So, like, I guess a hero or gyro or a hero, whatever you want to call it, I guess is like a Greek sub. It's a Greek sandwich, right? I mean, that's essentially, when it comes down to it, it's a Greek sandwich or a Greek sub. Pretty sure that pretty much sums it up.
That about wraps it up.
Damn it. It's such bullshit. Man, that is bullshit. We have to go sell this now. If you don't sell this now, you cannot sell it. I'm pretty sure this is just, it's 25 sovereigns. I'm pretty sure it's 25 sovereigns. But you have to go sell it now. Okay.
I am at your service.
Sell this.
I'm at your service.
My thanks. House Iduken is blessed to have you.
My lady has returned. Is there something here that interests you? Please, look as you will.
And 7 silver. Yeah. R1. It's 25. It's 25 sovereigns. It's pretty cool, man. So it's only worth 7 silver. That's not that big of a deal. All right. So we go ahead and give that to Gorim. Or Brorim, whatever you want to call him. Right. That's 1 armor. That's your buddy. So let's see. Select tactics. Enemy health. Greater than 10%. Shield bash. Behavior default. That's cool. Self, any. Let's activate mode. Precise striking. Yeah, that's not cool. No. So as long as he uses that, I guess. As often as possible. Alright, cool. A John Wick fan. Hey, man. I'm a John Wick fan, too, man. I am 100% a... Yeah. There's only one celebrity that I actually give one single fuck about, and that's Keanu Reeves. Crazy, right? The most humble of all of them. He's the most gangster of every single one of them. Huh. Anyway, just since you said that. But, yeah, no, there was... Yeah, the bug just destroyed the entire playthrough. I apparently did something somewhere, whatever, that made everything that idolized me hostile to me. And what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Well, it is what it is. That's literally what happened. Everything that idolized me all of a sudden became my enemy. Even though I went against the fucking Legion, it made no sense. It was game breaking, and I wasn't going to tolerate it even for one more second. To be honest,
So you're a commander.
I was not going to tolerate it for even one more second.
Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
It's not worth playing. But there's a bunch of mods on PC. Okay, you PC Master Race motherfuckers that don't even know how to play a video game? Yeah, okay, you just go play that shit. And then talk about it's the best fucking Fallout ever, and you probably like Fallout 4 too, you fucking pieces of shit. And just go fucking fuck yourself with a cactus until you're dead. Yeah, that's what I would say to anybody trying to defend that piece of shit that wasn't playable when it was released, and it's still not playable. Got a problem with that? Cash me outside. Cash me outside. Piece of shit. It's fucking garbage. It's got some good things in it that I would like to see in Fallout 3. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. If that thing dies in a fire and just never exists anymore, that'd be awesome.
The world does not stop and start with your meager achievements. Not even tonight. Now, do you have some purpose in bothering us?
Father's worried you're too much of an ass to be prince.
You push your luck. Balin, get to bed. We have a big day tomorrow. I will see what our father wishes from his heir.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
The Legion? Had nothing to do with the Legion. So, that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. That is not in any way, shape, or form what I'm talking about. Actually, I was idolized by the NCR, and I had done everything NCR related, and I had fucking attacked the Legion from the start. So this is the exact opposite of whatever you're talking about. I'm not saying that's not a legitimate bug, but it's the exact opposite of whatever you're talking about. But yeah, I just all of a sudden just went to report the fact that I had some more support against the Legion, and the entire fucking NCR just started attacking me no matter where I went. No matter where I went. Period. That's the glitch I'm talking about, but you're not listening to me. You're talking about your own shit, I guess. That's fine, I guess, but it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Anyway, but it's the same type of glitch, so you're talking about another glitch that's just as bad. Imagine that. But if you're pro fucking Legion, I don't even know why you're even watching my stream. At all. Period. But, not saying, I mean, even if you were anti-Legion and the Legion just started attacking you, I mean, the Legion should be attacking you every time you fucking breathe. So if you're saying you don't know why they're doing that, then I guess you like, I don't know, I guess you support Iran and you fucking hate Trump. And you know what? You can go fuck yourself. So I don't know. I just, whatever.
And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more
Hate the Legion, but they're attacking you. So you have a problem with them attacking you? But they attack me, I don't know, when I start the game. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So probably just stop. You just don't talk anymore. Yeah, probably just don't. Just don't. I mean, why would you? Rapist? Muslims? Muslim, rapist, child molesting, slaving, murdering, jihadist, terrorist who will blow themselves up on capture. There you go. And if you side with that, then you're everything that's wrong with the world. You're literally one of Satan's locusts. That's a biblical thing. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing to not ever do that. Ever. It's just a video game. Well, I still wouldn't do it.
Big sister, Trian is going to try to kill you.
No, he's not.
I wouldn't have believed it myself if I hadn't overheard him giving orders to his men. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right. You are as noble and stubborn as ever. After Trian kills you, I suppose I will be the heir.
Right, that's what you want. And that's how.
Enjoy your
that's not
command
how
tomorrow.
you would wish it.
I fear
That's how
it'll be
you
short-lived.
orchestrated it. You understand how a democrat? You understand how a fucking liberal in office lies to you? That's exactly what they say. I just made all this shit happen, but I would never wish that this would actually happen. That's exactly how a fucking liberal in office. That's how a Democrat talks. The very thing that I made happen, I would never wish that happened. And if it happened, it's your fault. Even though you're against me, we're not going to talk about that. You're the victim, which you actually are the victim.
And I will be right outside the door. May the Paragons smile down on us.
He has good intention. Yeah. He's just dense. He's just
Trian
dense.
and his men will clear the way.
He's not qualified to be in charge of anything.
Those caverns are still
Because you have to deal with serpents that will murder
we cannot
you,
risk our own troops
like Balin.
Understood, Lord Haramont.
Right?
We should be able to sense the dark spawn and avoid them
You
once
see
the
hints
way
of
is
it
open.
throughout this entire thing.
May
You
the
see it, like,
Paragons
right
favor
here,
you,
actually, you see.
And the stone catch you if you fall.
Come, men! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fight
Here comes the woke ideology.
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Here comes the woke
course not.
ideology.
I'm sure
Don't you
your
think
caution
that
is for the glory of us all.
being a pussy is
Enough,
the best
Balin.
way to go?
Take your men and make ready.
Yeah.
Paramount and I need to have words with your sibling.
Oh my God. I'm a
luck, my
Democrat
sister.
that would have told
Your
Satan that
father
all
has
of
a
our
special
plans.
mission for
Why
you.
didn't you tell me you were going to bomb Iran? Because you're the fucking enemy, motherfucker. That's why I didn't tell you I was going to bomb Iran
door leads
and get
to
rid
a
of those
time
fucking
abandoned long ago by your
worshipping
ancestors.
fucking pieces of
The Dark
rapist,
Spawn have made it
murdering
impossible
jihadist
to
shit.
reach.
My father believed that
That
the
was
shield of the
exactly
Paragon
Trump's
Eye
answer too, by the way.
remains in that tag, under the stones. of
Same
the
thing
central
here.
room.
Don't you think it's a
Reclaim
little
the shield.
cowardly to go and actually be a man about yourself? No, motherfucker. At least I know what a man is. You don't. Go die in a fire, bitch.
We've sent two
Anyway.
scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in.
When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
Trian is one of those zombies on fentanyl that you see in a Democrat-run city or community, hunched over and looking at the ground because they can't even fucking move. That's Trian. Now, had Kamala been elected, you would have had a Trian in office. That's pretty clear, right? Everybody can put that in their pipe and smoke it for a second and say, yeah, that's pretty much how that would have turned out. True story. Although I don't think Trian gives up his asshole for political favors. But Orzammar did. And still probably is. But has anybody heard anything from Kamala Harris at all? In the last couple fucking months or years at all? Why not? Because she was never relevant in the first place? Now they're on to other things. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Have you heard a single fucking word from that whore cunt? That satanic whore cunt? No, you haven't.
Very good.
Anyway.
The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point.
True story.
There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Iduken.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
Look at his face. He already knows what's going to happen, but he was too much of a pussy to do anything about it because dwarven politics, including his own fucking death, that motherfucker's willing to die before doing the right thing. That's a Democrat. That's a politician. They're willing to die before going against Satan's fucking politics. Literally that look, he knows what's going to happen to you. He just fucking told you that with a look. That cutscene is not by accident. Your own fucking father. What a fucking bitch. If your father voted for Kamala, that motherfucker would allow you to die. That dude would worship Satan and then present you to Satan and hope you would follow and say, forgive my daughter for not understanding the grace of evil and democracy under demon craps, and just give you unto death. That's what the scripture says. That's literally what the gospels say. Your own family will give you unto death. You know who death is? Satan is death. He's called a fucking Democrat. It's not that hard. It's really just that fucking simple. Anyway.
Maul it.
I'll get on it.
All right, so just in case, you know, that's pretty evil. That's brainwashed. That's literally possessed. That's, you know what? You don't want to know what demon possession looks like, champ? You want to know what demon possession looks like? A spirit. All right, you've got a body, which is your body, like,
Of course.
like this right here, right? Your body. And you've got a soul, which is who you are. And you've got a spirit, which is your intellect. Now, if your spirit is evil, like a devil, then your whatever controls your soul, That's how you act. That's how you think. That's how you talk. If you're possessed. So somebody who's willing to do that, yeah, blood is thicker than water. Apparently it's not thicker than Satan's fucking spirit in a person. See, possession doesn't mean throwing projectile vomit on a wall in some Hollywood scene or whatever. No, possession is talking and acting and behaving like a liberal. Because it never makes sense. Ever. There's no logic. There's no truth. There's no healing there. If God's spirit was involved, there would be some healing there. There would be some common sense. There would be some truth. There would be some education. There would be some life-giving direction to where you could actually save yourself. When has a Democrat ever offered anything resembling that at all? It's always the opposite of that. It's always the opposite. It's always evil. It's always bad. It's always satanic. It's always destructive. It's always hypocritically rioting against things that are good to make sure that evil happens all the time. That's a demon crap. True story. There you go. So if you see somebody doing that, judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. An evil tree cannot bear good fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit. A good tree is going to tell you the truth. Trees are people. Planted where they're at, doing what they do. An evil tree can never tell you the truth. Just like the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Satan himself in the garden that fucked Adam and Eve, and it resulted in Cain, and the Kenites are the ones writing the rules these days. That's the truth. And a good tree cannot bear bad fruit. It's never going to lead you astray. Truth is truth, and then you have everything else. Either it's true or it's false. There's no gray areas there. And there you go, man. That's your gospel. That's your biblical lesson. And if you can't receive that, well, think about Jesus and maybe you can receive that. And if you still can't, it sucks to be you. True story.
I see a trap.
And this is why I saved here. There you go. See that XP? See it? Okay, well, all right, champ. This is the entire reason we're actually streaming right now. This is the only reason I'm here right now. This entire stream, up to this point, and after this, doesn't really matter. The actual point of this is, okay, so this is where we lose all our viewers, right? I don't care. I literally don't care about that. What I do care about is this basic fact. Your father, who made you after his image, you have a body, a soul, and a spirit. So does he. The image he created for himself is a body, a soul, and spirit, and that's how you are made. Your flesh body, it's like your tent. You live in this world in a tent. You have a certain amount of time in your tent to go camping and do stuff in this world. Either good or bad. That's your choice. But your father made you in his image. A body, a soul, and a spirit. Now, you can have a flesh body, like we have, and then when you die, or you pass on, you have a spiritual body, okay? Before you were born, you had a flesh body. Well, no, you had a spiritual body, actually. When you were born, you were given a flesh body in this age. The age right now that we're living in right now. It's not that old. It's about, what, 8, maybe 14,000 years old? Maybe, right? But the dinosaurs are millions of years old, right? So this Earth has a history before you were born where there is no flesh. There is no flesh. If there were billions of us before, then there would be billions of remains of those people now. But there's not. You have flesh going back about 14,000 years. What about Lucy? Lucy's a fucking monkey. Yeah, and honestly, you're just looking for one skeleton to try to make pre-human? No, man. There would be billions. Billions. But there's not. So, God's word is true. We have about 14,000 years of history, and probably about, I'd say, about 6,000 years of written history, give or take, right? And so you have us in flesh bodies, right? And then after you die, you will be in your spiritual body again. And then you're going to remember everything that you didn't know when you were born in your flesh body. Your flesh body is an opportunity to get right. It's an opportunity to make the right choice. Okay, so what is the choice? Let's just go ahead and simplify this shit so that everybody can understand this, right? God himself said, well, I'm not going to ask you to do anything I'm not going to do myself. Do you know what the biblical gospels are? God himself coming in the flesh and doing for you what you can't do for yourself, and then suffering all the penalties that you should take upon yourself because you're a fucking asshole. I know I'm an asshole. Probably a majority of the time. When it comes to perfect and me, yeah, I don't line up probably about 99% of the time. When it comes to perfect, yeah, I'm not that. So God said, I'm going to come do that, and then I'm going to suffer a death that's so bad that none of you can even complain about it. And I'm going to do that for you so that if you would just acknowledge that, you got to pass. Doesn't mean you don't have to try. Doesn't mean you don't have to learn. It doesn't mean you don't have to understand. Because if you don't know why you're doing the right thing, yeah, you're no better than anybody. You're no better than a Satanist doing the right thing. But if you understand why you're doing the right thing, and you say, okay, Father, you came and did some shit that I can't do, and you did it for me, and you took my punishment upon yourself, I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit grateful for that. That's the Gospels. That is literally the Gospels. Your Father came in the flesh himself and did some shit you can't do and died for you. That's the Gospels. And there you go. And there's not a single thing in the scriptures that will argue with what I just told you. And the scriptures are the truth, and everything else is just bullshit. There you go. That's it. That's all. And I'm supposed to be hated for what I just told you. And you'll be hated for believing that. But if you just know somewhere here that that's actually true, well, God bless you then. That's where God's blessings come in. When you actually understand that that's the absolute truth, and that's literally how this shit has gone down, and everything in science and everything in actual real world, everything you could see and touch and feel actually supports everything I just told you, it's because it's the truth. There's no evolution. There's no fucking bullshit. There's no satanic fucking Democrat bullshit. Sodom and Gomorrah is like against nature. Do you want to know why we're in the flesh? Because males and females produce babies. Everything outside of that is Satan's fucking perverted fucking fringe porn, dark web bullshit, which is exactly what he did in the garden with Adam and Eve. And the offspring from that is exactly who's writing the rules for you to hate me for everything I'm saying right now. There you go. That's about as simple as it gets. Get it?
I see a trap.
True story.
Twisted creatures.
Anyway.
Can I give you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Let's go!
All right, all right. Can I give you a ladder so you can get off my back?
That's God, and that's what he did for you. Go look it up. If you disagree with anything I'm saying, go look it up for yourself. The blueprints were always there. Just the world has covered it up with a bunch of smoke. And where's that smoke coming from? The abyss, the bottomless pit. Where Satan comes from, that's where the smoke's coming from. So, yeah. But there you go, man. If I lied to you at any point right there, may I die like literally 5 seconds ago. True story. Yeah, there you go. No, actually, yeah, a lot of people committed a sin. That's why we're in the flesh now, because a lot of people committed a sin. It says a third of God's children, a third. That's what the scripture says. A third of God's children rebelled and followed Satan. Satan said, I want the mercy seat. I'm going to be Jesus just because I say so. Proud, arrogant, perverted. And what's the first thing that happened in the Garden of Eden? Once God did put us in the flesh? Remember, Adam and Eve in the Bible, they were not the first persons in the flesh. On the sixth day, God put all mankind everywhere. He gave them dominion over all the animals and all the birds and all the fish and all the everything. The Eskimos and the Indians and the Africans and the Asians and the this and that and blah, blah, blah and whatever. And on the seventh day, he rested. And on the eighth day, after he had rested, then he formed the man Adam. And from Adam, he formed the woman Eve, because you can't have children without a woman. Yeah, men don't produce children. There's no such thing as a butthole baby. So no, if you think I said something I didn't say and you're trying to twist it, you just need to fucking stop right there. So yeah, that's not what I'm saying at all. If it's too much for your donkey to handle, well, just take a load off and put it on the back shelf and then think about it later. Maybe go do some studying for yourself and then maybe you'll figure it out. Just saying.
You made it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any darkspawn?
This traitor right here. Nope. God created all mankind. All mankind. And he gave mankind, man, dominion over all the earth and over all the animals and over all of everything. On the eighth day, God formed Ha'adam, which is a completely different Hebrew word. He formed the man Adam in the garden. Not the entire world, in the garden. Do you think all the races came from one person? Genetics prove that that's bullshit. Genetics prove that that's bullshit. If genetics are bullshit, then, like, evidence in court is bullshit. But genetics have proved that we all have different bloodlines. If you want to know exactly what color or mixed color a person is, all you need is just a drop of blood, a piece of hair. Our entire society is built off of that. There you go. So that's all bullshit? Then you're tearing down everything the society has produced. Or you're just acknowledging that God's word is true. We come from a lot of different races. Yeah, all those races were created and made and formed and put in place on the 6th day. After God had rested in the Garden of Eden, God formed the man Adam, and then from Adam's, well, it says rib. Rib actually is, in the Hebrew, actually a curve. And a curve is the only part of a DNA that separates a man from a woman. And so from Adam's DNA, he made a woman. He created male and female on the 6th day, and they populated the earth. But on the 8th day, God formed the man Adam, specifically Ef Ha-Adam, which is exactly what it says in the Hebrew, and from him made the woman Eve, and then Satan seduced Eve, and, well, Adam ate of the same fruit, and the result was Cain. And then when Adam knew his wife, also Abel, whom Cain murdered, because through Abel was going to be the genealogy which actually resulted in Christ. So Seth replaced Abel, whom Cain murdered. And Cain's genealogy is not in Adam's genealogy anywhere. So go ahead and, if you want to quote scripture, read the rest of the scripture. Cain does not exist in Adam's genealogy. But Seth, and Seth's genealogy, eventually Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, does exist in Adam's genealogy. Seth was Adam's child to replace Abel, whom Cain slew. And Cain's genealogy was his father Satan. Go read John chapter 8, verse 44. And everything leading up to that and after that. And there's a lot of other places. Go read Revelation chapter 2:9. Go read Revelation chapter 3:9. They call themselves Jews, anybody of Judea, meaning anybody of Israel, but they're not. They're literally Satan's children. And there's a lot of other places we could. That's an entire study. So yeah. But anyway, that's what the scripture says. So at this point, it would be like, Adam asked God for Eve. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay, so that's a lie. And yeah, you're actually literally lying here. No, you need to go look. You need to actually go back and study that. Yeah, I don't know what idiot you've been listening to that's taught you whatever you think about the Bible, but you haven't studied for yourself. So if you're incapable of doing that, don't call me a liar. Don't call me a liar. Whoever you've been listening to is a liar. And I'm 100% valid in saying that, but don't call me a liar. Anyway. Let's go.
Still, that was more than we expected. Once I finished scouting the tunnels, I hid here to avoid the
Don't accuse me of being a liar when I never
tunnels are
lied
dead
once.
ends. The one we want is swarming with those fiends.
Ever.
It's going to be a fight.
So, yeah, that's not going to end well for you. Your misunderstanding isn't mine. And if you have a problem with that, get spanked. And then go learn for yourself, and then you can apologize to me later. That's fine. You don't have to, but you should. Your misunderstanding is your misunderstanding, not mine.
As you say, onward then.
Anyway. All right, Let's see, I guess... Let me see where we actually came from. I love how people get all like remember, always to put a capital. Show a little respect. I think God deserves more respect than just to be just another religion. If you get caught in that trap, then yeah, that ends badly. Now, seriously, you know what? Never mind. It's actually interesting because it actually validates whatever you're talking about. Is when any truth is spoken, the birds of the air, the ravens and the vultures that feed off dead corpses, whether they spent their entire life in some kind of church or not, if the truth is ever spoken, they immediately come in and start misquoting. And they start trying to take anything that you said and steal that. Like, confuse it, throw some smoke on it, just defy it entirely, and do everything they can to fight the truth. And they pretend to twist some scriptures, whether they were taught that, or whether their spirit actually tells them to do that. And then they just try to prove everything that you just told that was the truth as a lie, usually to whoever you were just talking to. Here's a perfect example of that. Just go back and chat for a while. Jesus talks about that. He talks about some seed is planted on good ground, some seed is planted on rocky ground, and the birds of the air, but the ravens, the buzzards, those who just feast on dead flesh, They come and steal it. They take it. You saw an immediate response. Oh my God, you're a liar. Oh my God, everything you said. Let's distract you from that. Let's talk about anything else, to where whatever you said isn't received by who you were talking to. This is an example of biblical prophecy actually coming to pass. There you go. If you can see it, you see it. If not, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe later, but there you go.
I see a trap. I see a trap. Creatures.
Bitch.
Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get on my back?
Nice.
I'll get on it. Watch it, horror, as I rip you apart! Now's better than later. All right, all right. Let me see some blood.
I see a trap. I see a trap.
Beautiful.
Finished. Now what do you want?
So that's just XP. We don't get to keep any of that loot. That's the worst part. Right? Seriously, we don't get to keep any of it.
You're here. I thought the Darkspawn had got you for sure. We want the tunnel ahead, but there are Darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful. I'm with you.
You're with me. Fucking traitor. Dude, this is the worst piece of shit in the game. Other than Ivo. Right? Ivo's pretty much the worst. This and there's the ambush with the mercenaries hired by Balin. All right, so yeah, we gotta. If we pull even half this mob here, pretty much everybody's gonna die. Basically. Let's see what happens. inch up here a little bit.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right, all right.
To battle!
I got 9 copper. I can keep that 9 copper, right? We just draw one more group. Cool thing is, we don't really have to pause. We can just deal with the shit.
Now's better than later.
I don't could feel like this!
Cool part is when you deal with those mercenaries around the shield of Iduken, man, yeah, they don't really respond to this type of shit real well. There's no way to draw them out like half at a time.
Take that!
We can definitely deal with this though. Yeah, see, if we'd have had them all at once, we'd be fucked.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it. I'm sorry, I'm too quick for you. Die already! All right, all right.
I'm not afraid of you!
That's right, come on! I'll get on it. Now's better than later.
That's bullshit. I can't sell it. I mean, maybe I can use it though. I never thought about that. Maybe I could actually use some of these poisons early to make it just a little bit less annoying.
Now's better than later.
For Orzammar!
Nice.
I see a trap.
Yeah, there should
I see
be.
a trap. I see a trap.
This is all extra XP, by the way. Dude, if you come through here as a warrior, you don't get any of this shit. I mean, you can get what this piece of shit. You can get this thing's trap disarming maybe. And it seems like you don't even get XP for it half the time. I can't sell any of this shit anyway, so it doesn't really even matter. Alright, so... Alright, so you can kind of see what he actually has. He has no bow skills whatsoever, right? So might as well make him dual wield, right? Nice. Might as well. I mean, you don't need ranged. Nice.
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there. It could have been stolen, recently or generations back.
Or it could be an ambitious cousin out for his own glory.
Understood. Let's move, men.
These motherfuckers immediately make excuses for the enemy. Like, instantly just make excuses for the enemy. True story. We might as well, right? We can't take it back. That Deathroot extract, what does it do? Additional nature damage and may stun the target. Okay. Nice. Here they are. Nice. We don't want to have to use any of our heals here. You can go. You can burn them up. We need to get the shield, and coming out, we got 3 heals. I don't want to use any of them here. If I have to use any of them here, I'll just, I don't know, reload, I guess.
So glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I don't let my boys have a go at you before I kill you.
Oh, hey. Hey, Gorim. We need to kill everybody.
I'll try to hide my disappointment.
Hey, Gorim.
Just kill them, boys.
We need to kill
these. Find this shield.
Gorim.
I see enemies ahead. I see a trap.
For Orzammar!
I need healing.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and load. Alright, so what I say,
so glad you could find
motherfucker. Never mind. I was gonna put the poison on right now.
Eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I don't let my boys have a go at you before I kill you.
I'll try to hide my disappointment.
Just kill them, boys. We'll find this shield on our own.
For Orzammar!
Now's better than later.
I'll get on it.
Thanks.
Now's better than later.
Be off. Thanks.
All right, all right.
Stop right there. I'm going to destroy you.
Got it.
Bye.
It's a good day to die.
Pay for this.
I'll be here when you need me. Waiting.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Let me see some blood.
Sod it off.
All right, all right.
Let's see what you're made of! That's right, come on!
Sod it off.
Now's better than
Stop
later.
right there.
Got it. All right, all right.
Ancestors preserve me. Pay for this.
Actually, Adam was born ignorant, knowing nothing. Had no idea that he needed Eve. If you don't have an Eve, then you don't have children and you don't have any human race. And you're not alive now. Assuming some woke fucking Democrat cunt Satanist didn't fucking abort you before you were born. Assuming some human woman allowed you to be born. Yeah. Adam didn't know what he needed to ask for. Yeah, you rely on God in every sense of the word. That's the only reason you exist. So, you know what? Just to go ahead and just make that point clear, Lionel. Can't argue that one. Now we gotta wait for 3 friggin' hours. Eight hours. Sorry, man. I thought it was 3 hours. It's 8 hours. My bad.
Isn't there something better we could be doing? Killing things, perhaps?
So glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I don't let my boys have a go at you before I kill you.
I'll try to hide my disappointment.
Just kill them, boys. We'll find this shield on our own.
No, you won't.
Orzammar!
It's coming. I'll get on it.
Yes.
Got it. Can I give you a ladder so you can get off my back? Got it. Now's better than later. I'll get on it. All right, all right.
Start it up! For Orzammar!
As you command.
For Orzammar!
I'll be here when you need me.
Yes. Wait. Stone curse! Don't want to die.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I see a trap. Got it.
Have at ya!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right, all right. I see a trap.
That's for House Iduken!
That's how that's supposed to be approached, I guess. Nice. Beautiful, man. think we got all the traps and we got all the stuff. Works for me.
It is done.
Is that an Idukan
Dude,
signet ring?
how can I not get a
Guess
single
that's how they
health
got in
poultice, man?
here. The ring is Trian's. That means
That means Balin fucking sold off Trian's ring because Trian's too stupid to know any better.
Or it may be a warning for us to keep our guard up. Agreed. Now perhaps we should find the shield.
Got 9 miles of shit here, and I really can't use any of it. Because even if I have it, right, trap barrel, whatever.
I see a trap. I see a trap.
I was gonna say, I think there's at least one more.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right, all right. Better than later. Okay. Well, I got a level up. Like, literally here in the tutorial. So, apparently I got all my XP, so that's cool. I guess.
This is the room. How do we get the shield? You two, see if you can spot anything. It seems some of these tiles are different from the others. That's it. We've got it.
Doesn't look like much. The skill of our crafters has come far
If
since
that
then.
dude said that to a real dwarf,
Shield of Idukan.
you'd be able to execute that bitch on sight. What did you say? Kill him. Right there. That would be dwarven code. You insulted my ancestors. The shield of Idukan doesn't look like much. Well, you're a traitor. You need to die. Right now, executed on sight. 45. 45 to the head. 1 bullet. Problem solved. That's how that should go, but whatever.
I can feel it. It's inspirational.
It's inspirational.
Just a shield.
Once again, if you didn't kill him the first time, you kill him again just because. That's why you execute somebody. You want to burn the American flag, you get executed on the spot. Well, I mean, if you do that somewhere outside of America, maybe Trump bombs the shit out of you. But if you do that in America, you get executed on sight. You want to burn an American flag in America? Die. That's what any rational person would do. You want to insult fucking Idukan's shield in front of an Idukan? Duel, at the very least. Duel. But you know what? I'm not even going to waste my time. Beheaded. Like, literally, one dagger, head goes flying that way. That fucking piece of shit doesn't exist anymore because it's the enemy. It's literally fucking evil. Kill it. And
then the world is a better place because that thing doesn't exist anymore. That's how that goes. True story. That's how it should go. The reason the world is so fucked up is that's not how it goes. But that's how it should go. Traitors are like kidnappers, which are like pimps, which are like serial killers and child molesters, dope dealers, murderers. Execute them. That's it, that's all. Then they're not there anymore. And then peaceful, decent, actual human beings can actually live. Because those motherfuckers don't exist anymore. When God comes, he's going to eradicate all that shit. If you're that shit, I don't want to spend a minute in heaven with a child molester, a pimp, a thug, a gangster, a gangbanger, a dope dealer, kidnapper, traitor, Democrat. I don't want to spend 1 second in heaven with any of that. And nobody else should either. And if you're sympathetic towards that, either you get right or get gone. Because, yeah, God doesn't have any time for you. And I thank God he doesn't have any time for you. You had your chance, and you forfeited it, and you preferred evil, and you hated good, and you loved evil. Well, then, if you're executed, the world's a better place. And if you stop existing altogether, the world's a better place. Now, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, there's no gray area there. True story, right?
Back in the direction we came from, at the crossroads.
To the crossroads.
So you already know where we're supposed to go, the crossroads, but you didn't know that any of this bullshit was supposed to happen. Oh, that's interesting. It's actual bullshit, but that's interesting. All right. Anyway, I need this. It's level 4. This is the problem here. But I mean, at least we got 2 heals. We got 2 heals to actually deal with this, right? At least 2. Point mana. Freaking hungry. I'm just freaking starving. It's 12, 25, oh, whatever. Cool. I seriously think that poison, though, actually helped.
Darkspawn, kill them all!
Could be more of those mercenaries.
Right.
We're coming for you! You've tangled the wrong man!
Tired. Can I get you a ladder? Anything get off my back? Alright. Show them no mercy.
I'll show you blade! This one's mine!
Fuck. Can I finish this off? That's alright.
Is with us.
I got 2 heals that I don't actually even need, man. That's the worst part. I don't even need them. Because I can't take them with me. Like, everything after this is... It is what it is. Now, if you... Fuck. If you save these heals...
If Trian were really scheming against us, this would be the perfect place for an ambush. We've got the shield, and we're all alone out here. Of course.
What's that you're muttering about? Uh-huh. All right, then.
Does this thing have the right to even talk to you? Like, and there's like this dwarven thing of servant. And what the fuck? There's a whole nother way you can do this, and I have 2 heals here. Maybe I should have gone the other way. You have to like have certain responses, which is my Trian is the one who's...
It must have been a darkspawn attack. This doesn't look like darkspawn. No bites, no scratches, no mutilation.
No, they're admitting this isn't darkspawn. Listen to what they do next.
Someone's coming.
Which is your father. And everybody scatters. Which is crazy. It's almost like they knew what was going to happen.
Hurry, Father, before it's too...
Here comes Balin. That's the Balin we all know. You know, it'd be really cool if you could come back to Orzammar somewhere, like in your father's room, and find this electric dagger. But it would be like completely buffed. It'd be like a dragon bone dagger with electric damage and like 3 rune slots and like all this really cool ass shit.
Tell me this isn't
That'd be
what it
awesome.
looks like.
We just got here a moment ago. I mean, like, what does it look like? What the fuck does this look like? What were you told, and you were trained to believe before this even happened? He gave you that look that he knew this was going to happen, like, literally right now.
It looks like you killed our brother, you monster.
Wow.
My lady is innocent.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness.
Oh, so you can't even have a witness. You can't have a witness in Dwarven law.
What happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lady Iduken came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, she ordered us to attack.
Okay, kill this piece of shit. Is that worth what Balin paid you? Is that worth it?
Stop her! Take her weapons!
Yeah, fuck your fucking mama, bitch.
I think we've seen enough.
No. If the scout were lying, I might have done much the same. I will not drag my daughter back to Orzammar in chains without hearing from Franklin Ivo.
Franklin Ivo, you are a good and noble
Says
man.
Franklin Ivo's father? Franklin Ivo's father
my lord.
is saying that Franklin Ivo is...
Prince Trian didn't stand a chance. Afterward, my lady stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard! Silence, Gorham! Do you have anything else to say, my daughter?
How can you not see this as a setup? Oh, you knew it the entire time. You fucking pussy piece of shit. Give up your own family for dwarven politics? When you're about to die your fucking self? You piece of shit. You Democrat fuck. Selling out your own. How very original.
I want to believe that. I really do.
You're a fucking liar. You fucking pussy. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. Your own fucking father knew this shit was gonna happen before it even happened. Too much of a fucking politician, Democrat coward to actually do anything that actually mattered. Like saving your own fucking children? If that motherfucker was worth anything, that motherfucker would have just executed Balin and said, oh, he died in a mining accident. Problem solved.
My lady.
Nice, too much of a fucking bitch for that.
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you?
Evil. Evil. I'm good. How are you?
I could be better.
You could be totally cool about it, though. Like, okay, everything's going badly, but how are you?
Balin has taken Trian's place in the assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He has fully half the assembly ready to vote on
already
something
bought off
completely
half the
against
assembly
tradition and
because,
justice.
hey, if you're going to govern something, the best way to govern something is to take bribes and be bought out and bribed by fucking lobbyists and turn America into a piece of shit, which is where everybody wants to come. But once you get here, you turn it into either the third world shithole that you came from because you're not even a human being. You're just a fucking illegal immigrant. Or you just fucking infiltrate the entire government and you turn it into the third world shithole that you fucking came from. Because you fucking hate Jesus and you love a pedophile called Muhammad. What are you supposed to do with that? It's not a coincidence that there's rape squads molesting white girls in the UK. Targeting white girls, underage girls, mostly, in the UK. Because they're allowed to marry 9-year-olds and 8-year-olds and 3-year-olds and fucking rape infants and shit. Guess what? If you're a Christian human woman, even if you're only fucking 8 years old, they're gonna rape you to make sure that you're defiled so that you can't enter heaven because you're not Muslim. There you go, man. That's the world we live in today. Anybody got anything to say about that? I'm gonna kill that motherfucker.
I don't know that you'll get that.
I'm gonna execute that man. Oh no, I'll give the
has
chance.
already sentenced both of us.
How are you doing, man?
My knighthood.
I'm not worried about me.
My name torn from my family records.
I can handle up.
But I will
How
be
are you
allowed
doing?
to attempt some sort of life on the surface. Lord Harrowmont moved for a similar exile for you, but Balin's supporters overwhelmed him. You were to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you were overwhelmed and killed.
Cowards.
That may have been Balin's first mistake. Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan.
Is there no such mercy? Who the fuck would even say that? Like, dude, that's some woke ass shit. Like, dude, that's woke before woke was even woke. That's not even that's even more evil than politically correct. What the fuck is that? Who the fuck would say that? For any reason, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to a logical, sane, rational, moral, ethical human being. You would never, ever, ever, ever say this. You're trying to fucking simp for the fucking losers by fucking yourself in the ass with a cactus and killing yourself? That's the only reason you would say that. The fuck is that? I guess you would vote for Kamala on purpose. That means you voted for Joe Biden. If you say this, you voted for Joe Biden. On purpose, in the real world. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you just that fucking evil? Goddamn. The fuck is that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, shit.
Well, perhaps this was meant to be.
I guess.
If you can find them, I'm sure you can join them and escape the deep roads. They're down there somewhere. It's just a matter of surviving long enough to track them. I begged to go with you and fight at your side, but Balin's pet nobles wouldn't hear of it. I'm going to try to go to Denmark, the human capital.
That's Bro-Rim.
If you make it
that's
out,
not Go-Rim, that's Bro-Rim. Gotcha.
Our time is up. May the paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up. I will always be your man, my Lady Iduken.
They are ready for you now.
Yeah, fuck you.
Here is the prisoner, Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death.
Yeah, sentence
Your
me to
name
death.
is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting
daggers,
the enemies
bitch.
of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out?
Balin will destroy you just as he did me, bitch.
I understand your anger.
You understand my anger? No, you don't understand my anger. If you didn't understand a single thing I just fucking said, you're a woke-ass fucking politician yourself, pretending to be a Republican. You fucking rhino. You fucking rhino backstabbing, butt-fucking traitor piece of shit.
I believe you. That means Balin planned this from
And that
the
means
start.
I'm still
Believe me,
sentenced to
I will spend
death.
the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by
This
his
is a
deeds.
rhino speech.
Your
I will
father
spend the
asked me
rest
to
of my
give these to
days
you.
making the Save Act
The sword
happen,
and shield are a
but I'm going to
fine
make sure it
dwarven
doesn't
weapon.
ever happen.
Strike a blow at our enemies.
Yeah, go fucking fuck yourself. Make sure that motherfucker knows I'm
I will.
innocent.
Open the doors and let the condemned walk
The
through.
condemned. Go
May
fucking
the
fuck
stone
yourself.
accept you
You
when
politician. Go die in a fire, bitch. The only thing is, Balin's even worse. That's the only thing here. It looks like I actually have a dagger. It looks like I do. Right. Yeah, okay, whatever. Get stripped of everything we had, so yeah. Yeah, can't do anything with that anyway. actually get lucky here and actually get some like shoes and gloves and stuff, but
mullet. I'll get on it. On your guard, wretch! It's a massacre and no one's getting out alive!
so I have some armor. Yes.
I see a trap. I see a trap. I see a trap. Now's better than later.
Okay, that could not possibly even happen because I missed like 736,000 times in a row. I missed 736,000 times in a row, and it's not possible. My attack rate can't be any higher. It cannot be any higher than it is right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and call that a day. Anyway, like the entire reason for us actually just jumping on stream, well, that happened a while ago. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a day. I'm gonna go get something to eat and maybe go watch a movie. Anybody got a good movie recommendation? Maybe? Or I'll just go hang out with the Shepherd's Chapel on YouTube. Probably just go do that. Yeah, that'd be a good day. All right, guys. And ladies, gentlemen, guys, God bless you, man. Appreciate you hanging out. And, yeah. Yeah, appreciate you hanging out. I will catch you guys tonight, hopefully. Might have a nice YouTube, man. Anyway. You guys take care. I will hopefully see you guys this evening or this weekend. I don't know. Yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tonight. I don't see why I wouldn't. Hopefully. Anyway, you guys interesting. All right. Absurd, huh? Yeah, apparently some comments were yeah, I was actually watching chat, but that's cool. Whatever. You think it's absurd? Maybe it's not. Maybe think about that for a second. I mean, it's an RPG, right? It's a role-playing game. Role-playing? Playing what role? Like a virtual thing, but you build like a universe, you build a world that has some real-life political elements in it. And the more thorough that is, the more complete that virtual world is, to where you have some comparisons and stuff. The crazy thing is, there's some situation and thoughts and elements that are brought up in a game that's, shit, 15, 20 years old. And they're like right on the money. Like, they bring up the same principle. They bring up the exact same ethics, morals, values. Bring up the exact same shit. So using that as an example to simplify something that's maybe more complex, but it's really not that more complex. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like that far of a stretch to me. But if you think it's absurd, the use of the word absurd, I think you saying that is absurd. So, to be fair, there you go. But if you want to side with Simp, that's your choice. If you want to side with Simp, that's totally on you. Anyway, but to be fair, that's my rebuttal to that. I didn't actually see that here. Okay, so yeah, that's okay. So now we just got a fucking Satanist that's just completely unhinged. But you said enough to where you're going to go ahead and pay for that. Says somebody who doesn't know me from a hole in the ground. Says somebody who doesn't know shit. I don't know you. Yeah, no, I probably know you 10,000 times more than you will ever know yourself. And that's sad. That's really sad, actually, just from what you said. But there you have it. All right, let's see. Let's do this. It's a long time ago for a reason. Just so you know that. That means you're wrong and you don't even know you're wrong, which is just so fucked up, man. Yeah, that's just messed up, man. But whatever. Yeah, it sucks.